pavement, beaten in despair. Cruel with the blows as they battered and impaired. He was shown no sympathy and he wouldn't be spared. And all the townspeople were gathered and stood there. They watched the punishment get delivered with no care. But when he looked around at the faces that all stared, he saw his own face, that's when he became scared. He awoke from the clock tower chime, heart thud like a cannon on the line. Vivid echoes of the dream on his mind. This week the third of its kind. Now his bottles of meds will conceal, but wounds left open are harder to be healed. And though some case files are better if left sealed, unless he take them pills, insomnia won't yield. Well, no rest for the wicked, such is the fruit of a life with no limit. Ghosts of the past always tend to revisit. Rarely will they come bearing gifts of forgiveness. And from the streets to the walls, so much violence he made. As he grew in age, he began to follow different ways, hounded by the haunted memories from the days that he was detrimental. Man, he wished that he could change that, but one can never really leave what's behind. You can't undo the fate you designed. Cover up the tracks and bloodhounds will find, cause all debts owed get paid in due time. Evil on the mind and blood splatter in the air. Gag in his mouth, he was strapped to a chair. Hood on his head when lifted, the face stared. He was looking at himself, that's when he became scared. Cruel with the blows that battered and impaired. Fading from the world and beaten to despair. Beyond all hope and clinging to one prayer. Let him soon pass out from the pain and be spared. But the pain kept coming, weak from the rivers of blood that kept running, and faint from the image uncovered in front of him. He knew with the angel of death he'd confronted. Ain't no mercy in that self-combat. Foot to his chest that tipped his chair back, cause this tormentor was eager to give more. Put a cloth to his face to follow the waterfall. Then he awoke with a cough and a heave. His heart pound like cannons in mid-siege. Vivid echoes of his terrified screams, cause nothing ever just is what it seems. Then he noticed his clothes were soaked clean. Sheets on his bed were drenched to extreme. But this time around he knew it was no dream. From the smell he could tell he was covered in gasoline. And in the corner by the door was a man, cloaked in the shadow with a cigarette in hand. With no words spoken, a motive and clear plan. Well, all's fan, karma's a bitch, law of the land. Till then he had averted, but was homicide certain. And that guilt inside him hurting, he concluded with the verdict. If this is what it takes to serve as my life's penance, bring on that inferno, I'm ready to greet the menace. Evil on the mind and burnt skin in the air. Smoke fill his lungs as he breathed in despair. Devil on his shoulder with snickered with no care. This a one-way journey without hope or a prayer. Fading from the world and thinking don't be scared. Let it all go, get ready, be prepared. As he looked through the blaze at the body that stood there, he saw his own self in the minds that just glared.